Store. Or if you're just doing a Google search, you could probably type Chrome extensions and it would take you to the web store where you can see it. When you get there, it probably looks something like this on yours. And you see that there's lots of extensions that you can add to make life a little bit easier or to help you out with some of your research and stuff. Maybe you'll see it down in the grid right here. We're going to use this guy right here. It's called Equatio. You can also just type it in the search box. And it should be the first one to come up. Now mine already has the green bar because I already added it. I'm going to ask you to install it here on your Chrome. And give it permission, link it to your Google account. What that's going to do is, it'll always be there the next time you turn on your computer. So adding this thing one time is going to keep it up there as an extension. Equatio. Once you have it and you've given it some permissions and linked it up to your account, you should be able to see it. We want to pin it so that we can always keep on seeing it as well. So if you'll go up to the top of a Chrome screen, so I'm back on just a regular web tab, you have all these little puzzle pieces next to a puzzle piece next to your image. That's all of your extensions. So if you've added other extensions in here, you'll see them here. Please pin Equatio to your extensions. Make sure that little pin is filled in with glue.
Mr. lost.
That's it? Like you're out of power or like?
No,
I think she's confused.
Okay.
I'm still going on power. Never mind, I got it.
You set? Okay.
Yep.
That'll keep it there, and what that's going to do then is it'll pop up every time that you can use it on any kind of Google document. All right, so when you're done pinning it, you can just X out of that screen, and it should show up here all the time now up in your top bar. So it's really handy. Anytime you open up a Google Doc, a Google form, we can write equations, we can write in math, we can do it a lot more easily this way with more flexibility. To test this thing out, head to the Google Classroom and you see an EquatioExtension trial. A place for us to try this thing out and see how it works. We are all in the same document, so please do not write over anybody else. Let's understand that we are all going to be on that same document together. In fact, I'm going to get you a way that you're going to each have your own line and a way to practice this extension. So when you get into something that allows you to use Equatio or that has an option for it, we'll see the toolbar will come up. We'll show you how to do that. Let's get everybody on their own line first. Ready to hear your number so you know what number you're going after. All right, in here, let's test out this Equatio thing. So once your cursor is in the place where you want it to enter your information, where you want it to enter your equation. So I've got my cursor up at the top. Click the blue diamond or the blue square, and it should pull up this menu bar across the bottom. Our two ones that we're going to use most often is this one that says Equation Editor. It's got the sigma, like the sum of something. So let's open up the Equation Editor, and it should pull up just a plain empty math box like this. We can use what tools we've already been using to start writing some exponents. So if we had something like 3x raised to the third plus 4x minus 17, type that on in and see that using your shift 6 will still get you an exponent. Left and right arrows will take you in and out of an exponent if you need to go back and edit or move something around. If you even hit the enter bar, it will, or the enter button, it'll take you down to the next line, and you can even write some things in like square roots. So even if you just type the word square or square root, see how it comes up with just the SQ? I can choose some of the math symbols that I might need. When it looks like how you want it to look, click the Insert Math button in the bottom right corner. Insert Math will put it into your document. Now, you might not see it because your menu bar might be bigger than it. So you might then need to X out to see where it put your information. So mine put mine right here. It's like an image box. Try writing something to a third degree polynomial. Look at you guys. Look at you go. Nice. Beautiful. Alright, so I love that you guys are trying some different things. Look at you, you're changing colors and doing all kinds of fun stuff.
I had to sign in with my other account because I don't know why I tried making a Microsoft account. It's like, this is like my Microsoft account, like I'm signed in like with my school email, but not like on the Microsoft account.
Okay, so it's getting here. So good. So you have it all down.
So
Okay, so this Google Doc is just on the classroom. Yeah, right on. Okay. So here's the other powerful thing about Equatio. So once we have our first one in here, and people are trying that kind of stuff out to see what's possible, add a couple spaces after the one that you've already done. We're going to just try something a little different. Instead of going to the equation editor, try the fourth one with a pencil that says handwriting recognition. This is the superpower of this one because you can actually write in the grid part on the left side. It will show you what it looks like in the math on the right. So if we're trying to do something like the fifth root of 7 to the 4th power, I can see that it got my 5th root, but it doesn't recognize the difference between my 7 and my 4 because it's showing me 74. But I can undo that writing and maybe try to put that 4 on the outside, and now it's going to recognize that all raised to the 4th power. So you see how I can go from a radical here to the drawing. It's pretty nice. This little drawing option, to be able to see what all this is going to look like. It can show us multiplication, addition, radicals, roots, exponents, all kinds of things. Again, when it's ready and you feel like you have it how you want it to be, you can insert the math and it will drop it in there. So we're going to try this on our quiz today, because one of our questions is going to ask us about rewriting something using radicals instead of exponents. or being able to write something that has a negative exponent without using any exponents at all. Any questions about Equatio and how we can use it? It'll follow you everywhere now, and it'll be there ready for you.
All the time now.
Okay?
Are we gonna use this all the time now?
We'll use it pretty frequently. It's just a nice way for us to capture